My brother from another mother. There he
Good to
is.
Great to see you again, pal. How are you?
I'm good. Haven't seen you in a bit. Tress, it's good to see you again too.
Well, thank you, Tony. Pleasure.
Man, this is just like family. So I decided just
Right?
yeah. So it's is it ending? I mean, but does anything really come to an end, Jess?
You know, who knows, man? Listen, it's like we thought it ended in 1998 or 1997 or whatever that was. And here we are talking to you about season 3 of the reboot. All I can say is, like most good things, hopefully the legacy of this thing's going to last a very, very long time. And you never know if we'll see it in another iteration. If enough people make enough noise, it'll probably come back, and hopefully that'll be the case. I personally would love to see an Animaniacs movie. We haven't really tackled that, although we did a thing called Wacko's Wish years ago. But to do a full-blown theatrical film would be amazing. What do you think, Tress? Is this it? What do you think?
No, I never, I never think of it in those terms. Hey, nice.
Yeah.
I just think, oh no, it's just going to be another day,
Yeah.
And I've had other projects that I've worked on, and they've come back and disappeared and come back again, come back 4 and 5 times, and so I'm, of course, I kind of hope that, it doesn't end, but it looks like this might be a little timeout, and that'll teach us our lesson. And, but like Jess says, maybe it'll turn into something else, and maybe the fans will squawk enough so that they'll just have to do something about it.
Get squawking, folks.
Yeah, please get squawking. And of course, on the convention level, when you guys go out and meet with the fans, I mean, you guys are doing the voices all the time, so that's not going to ever go away.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And like Jess said, we have all of those years and years of Animaniacs episodes that will live on and on. And so it's like we'll be here. We're right here, and we always come to Utah to see you.
Yeah, we sure do. We love home away from home, Tony. You know that. But as long as these voices make people happy, we'll still be doing it in one way or another. You can count on that.
Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, I'm thinking of like an Animaniacs Christmas Carol.
Yeah. See, we love that. We love that.
There you go.
And you, as America's #1 rock and roller, Jess, cut an album together with these great people.
See, you know what? One of the joys of this whole project, I remember, as Tress will tell you, the Beatles made their first album in one day, Tony, and so did the Animaniacs. We went in one day, the 3 of us, and we recorded, what was it, 12 songs, Tress, for an album?
Oh, yeah.
In like 5 hours, man. And I'm thinking, in my experience being in rock bands, I'm like, that would never happen, but it sure happened with us. And it was.
And who did we meet in the lobby of the recording studio? It was like Motley Crue or
we met Lemmy from Motorhead.
Oh, wow.
Motorhead, Lenny from Motorhead. And they were in there working on, their album had been in the studio for 6 months or, a year or something like that. And they said, what are you doing today? Oh, well, we just recorded an album.
Yeah. Yeah. But you got to do it in Lemmy's voice. We're like, hey, what are you guys doing today? Because it's all like that, So, yeah. So it was, he smokes a little bit.
Of Mice and Men with Pinky in the Brain. There's just a natural.
There you go. There's
so many ideas, Tony. We're not through yet.
No, not at all. Tress, my God, the fans just adore you and love you. I've seen.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah. I know.
Can you blame them, Tony? Can you blame them?
Well, I should learn to keep my mouth shut so I don't blow it.
No, you'll never make a buck that way. Again, our time is getting short and short, and I'm crying to be honest with you over the fact that Hulu is not renewing. But wow, what a run and such great writing! It reminds me of what Jay Ward did years ago with Rocky. The adults love it, and it's for the kids. But boy, I laugh my butt off every time I see it.
You know what's funny, Tony? In the very early days of Animaniacs, I had the pleasure of running into a guy named Friz Freeling.
Oh my God.
He's one of the founding fathers, right?
Yeah.
And I said to him, what do you think is the secret to making these things great? And he leaned in and he kind of conspiratorially said, you make them for adults. Because if you make it funny for adults, but you make them colorful and crazy, kids will like them too. But if you get everybody, you got something that's going to last. And I think with Animaniacs, we did that.
Chuck Jones told me one time that it's not the coyote or falling. It's not the anvil that falls after him. It's the 3 pieces of dust that's where the humor is.
Well said, man. Well
I
said.
agree. I
I
agree.
like that,
Good
Tony.
one.
I love you guys, and just
Love
take.
you back.
You're going to be in Salt Lake in September, right?
Yes.
All 3 of us. I think maybe all 4 of us, man.
I
Tress,
think
you're
all
coming
4 of
back,
us.
We're supposed
Absolutely.
to do dinner, and it was the last time too, but we didn't do it. So
I
My
hope,
tr-
listen, man,
all of
hit
it.
us up. I hope we can make that happen. And I'll tell you what, man, we're excited because, Tress, God bless her. She's got a beautiful home and she doesn't want to leave it very often. But for Salt Lake, she's coming to see
I
you
do
guys.